This is Nave for Children. I am a for Kappa, and this is the first time on my channel. My name is Retro. I used to review cartoon series, anime series, or something could be random. And today we're gonna talk about Drifty Dragon Season 1 on Netflix. How to describe the series basically is sort of like how to train your dragons, that understanding dragon and hunting them down. But at the end, it's not about the dragons, it's about the people and the crew, how they live their daily lives to figure out how to hunt them, because usually they're not the most dangerous creatures around, but that's sort of job they're relying on. That's something they need to get paid, so they hunt them down because how valuable and how necessary the town folks need them. They're for food, for clothes, for medicine, so they usually do this every single day. But they also show you how incredible the dangers are the animals, how magical and amazing. In fact, they don't know much information about them. Ironically, they have years and generations hunted these creatures down, but they don't know enough. That's why I kind of describe this sort of how to driving. It's more about the interesting things they do with the dragons and how they live, how they kind of figure out how to count them one by one, or some of the myths they do exist. Of course, this job has also a dark side because these animals are just wild animals. They just pass it through, and they see them, they hunt it down. Every time they kind of kill them, you see their eyes, how sad they're about to die. But at the very end, the people need them. They need to eat them. They need to get some important body parts on them, like the oil they spit off for their lanterns. So you can see how interesting this really is. You also see other things about this sort of job, because you see other different teams hunting them down, how unresponsible they are. They don't really have a sort of quota or how you methods they do to hunt the creatures. I mean, there is no sort of regulation or sort of specific rules. They have rules, but it's sort of vague. And I think that's sort of fascinating because you do see other team members, or at least our main crew, talk to other members, and they explain they hunt them for poisoning them, but at the same time, how much poison do you need to kill these creatures, because they don't have enough information. In fact, in the middle of the series, they told them they poisoned a dragon. They thought the dragon was dead after poison, so they drag it in the middle of the city to sell the dead carcass and butcher it and sell all the body parts. But unfortunately, the dragon wasn't dead and awoken and killed most of all the members and most of the city. And one of the things to show you the dark side of this sort of job, and showing how to understand what you're doing, not bring sort of carcasses and not sure it's dead. And that I feel so fascinating. Of course, that's just half of the whole series. The other half is about the crew members and their camaraderie with each other. How you get to know them, how they love the hatred of this job. The understanding one of the reason they chose this job, because some of them don't really fit in society and they feel, well, that's the only thing I could do. And you can see how that process think to decide taking this job. Of course, this job is very dangerous. You can easily die in seconds if you have the proper training. The more interesting thing is this job they do is the fact it's kind of almost dying. It's almost instinct, this sort of job they do, because not a lot of people do this and hunt them, but at the same time it's super necessary of the process to survive around small little towns, so they have to keep doing it. But I love it, it's the sort of magical kind of thing, the magical things they see of these creatures. It's just so amazing that I can understand why they want to join this job. In fact, if I kind of want to join this job, because it's super amazing, super glorious to see this ship to can fly and you just walk around and wait for the next creature to appear and to hunt it down. But at the same time, you can actually drive yourself crazy with a bunch of members are insane, because they do crazy things like jumping off the roofs and falling down the creatures while any safety net sometimes. Yeah, it's something that's unbelievable, amazing, entertaining, but also to show you all the dark sides of this sort of job. Now, besides that, you do get to know the characters, but you don't really have a sort of a main lead character. It's all about that just kind of conversation, how they bounce back each other, to understand their friendship and their relationship with the job. I think that's the special thing, because they show you need to be a certain type of crazy to do this sort of job. Of course, some of them join because how magical it really is, in something that, yeah, I can see why. Besides that, I have to recommend it because this is quite a fun kind of show. You show you the sort of process of how you hunt them, and sell them. You also the dark side. Besides that, I recommend it. I can't really nothing bad about this series. Well, I'm probably lying because they does have 2-3 nitpicks. One of them is because they are like 1800s. Because in 1800s, they do have a little bit of sexism, homophobic, and maybe kind of overexcited being macho-ness. But once more, that only happened about me 3 times. Maybe 4 if I don't remember one. But under that, this series is actually pretty good. It's just you have to overlook those kind of moments because it's what the 1800s and things happen. Besides that, I recommend it. I got really nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.